Welcome to an on-demand training on approving data in AgVeritas. In our last on-demand training video, we saw how to import data to AgVeritas. Once that data is in the system, the next step is to approve your data. So I'm going to take just a moment here to show you how to do it. When you receive your email letting you know that your data is ready, you can either click on the link in the email or go to the Manage Fields page like I am right now by clicking on Manage Data and clicking on Fields. Once that page loads, I can see that under Data Pending Approval column, I have a layer ready to approve for one of my fields. So I'm going to click on the field name, and it's going to take me to the Fields page where all of my data is stored for that field. Now you'll notice that under Data Pending Approval, I see my harvest layer that I loaded in the last video. So I'll click on that to review and approve the layer. In the approval screen, I have a few options to manage the layer. At the very top, I have the option to rename my layer by clicking on the gray edit box at the very top. As the user, you can name a layer whatever makes the most sense for your analysis. And if you want to go back and rename a layer, whether it's after you approve it or run an analysis on the field, you can always come back and update the name at this page. So I'll go ahead and update my layer name, call this Grain Harvest. And now that I've named my analysis, moving down, you see that I have the option to change the grower, farm, and field information associated with the layer. In this case, all of those are correct. So now I'll move down and select the crop type that was harvested. This was a cornfield, so I'll select that. So now that I've selected my crop type, I'll move down the page and I can quickly verify that the values and unit of measure for my data looks correct. If a unit of measure is off, say my elevation was actually in inches, I can update that here. Moving down, the next thing you'll notice is this Create Elevation Layer box. If you would like to use the elevation data contained in this layer that you are approving, you click on that box, and when you save the layer, a new elevation layer will also be created. As you can see, when I check the box and the text box that appears, it's letting you know that when I save this elevation layer, all the analyses for this field will use this elevation data moving forward. So I'll click Yes now, and that elevation data will be saved whenever I approve the layer. Moving down, the last thing you'll notice at the bottom of the approval page is the different regions for the layer. As you can see on the map, each color represents a different event, such as multiple harvest dates in this case. This gives you the opportunity to review the regions on the map and make sure it looks correct. Now moving back down, you have the option to delete a region as well. If, for example, we had double cropped wheat and soy, and one of the regions or harvest dates from this file was from my wheat harvest, but I'm interested in analyzing the soy harvest, I could check the delete box for that harvest date, and that region would be deleted and not included in the analysis. So now that I've reviewed my layer and made any changes, I'll hit the Approve button at the bottom, and the layer will be ready to include in my analysis momentarily. Thank you for viewing this brief tutorial on approving data in AgVeritas. As always, we hope you found this on-demand training helpful, and if you have any questions or feedback, please don't hesitate to give us a call.